Greetings, my freedom loving sovereign thinkers. Thank you for tuning in to the LO3 podcast. My name is Craig, transmitting from the beautiful Swampy Mangrove, South Florida, and today's date is Thursday, December 10th, 2020. Yeah, I was gonna make this one pretty brief. I'm just like going through epoch times right now. I'm just laughing. And just to let you folks know, I'm at downtown in Saluna, located at 10 South New River Drive in the heart of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, right along the New River, southeast section of the Andrews Avenue Bridge. Cool little place, been around since '94. Has a lot of history in this building as well, too. So if you have a chance, check it out and tell them, look, Third sent you. All right, this one here is... This one came out today, and it's written by Peter Savab, and it's entitled "Facebook Fact Checker Funded by Chinese Money Through TikTok." All right. Remember all those times they try to post something and they say misinformation, misleading, and all that? Well, a lot of us are laughing so hard on this, okay? And many of the investigative journalists have questioned fact checkers. And it's just probably a bunch of hacks. Like, they go, how far, please? Okay, master, I'll fact check this one. Whatever you say is true. So, let's just read what the Mrs. Savab has to say. It says here, while Facebook portrays its army of fact checkers as independent, the money behind at least one carries a distant taint. One fact checker, Lead Story, is partly paid through its partnership with TikTok, a social media platform run by Chinese money that owes allegiance to the Chinese Communist Party. I'll continue on here. TikTok is currently being probed by American authorities as a national security threat. Moreover, the organization that's supposed to oversee the quality of fact checkers is run by Pointer Institute, another TikTok partner. Lead Stories says it's been contacted by ByteDance for fact-checking related work, referring to TikTok announcement earlier this year that it has partnered with several organizations to further aid our efforts to reduce the spread of misinformation, particularly regarding the CCP virus, which originated in China and was exacerbated by the CCP regime cover-up. Lead Stories was started in 2015 by Belgian website developer Martin Jeanette, CNN veteran Alan Duke, and two lawyers from Florida and Colorado. It's listed operating expenses of less than $50,000 in 2017, but expanded sevenfold by 2019, largely thanks to the more than $460,000 Facebook paid for fact-checking services in 2018 and 2019. Okay? The company took more than a dozen staffers, about half of them CNN alumni, and become one of Facebook's most prolific fact checkers of American content. This year, funding sources including Google, Facebook, ByteDance, and several online advertising services. Advertising brought it less than $25,000 last year, the group said. The bulk of the funding still comes from Facebook, it says. Parts of its revenue come from the subscription to Trendalizer, its viral content tracking tool. For privacy reasons, we cannot reveal the list of Trendalizer users, but none of them individually accounted for more than 5% of our revenue, it says. The Trendalizer website only shows 3 pages powered by it: Trendalizer.com, LeadStories.com, and Storytide.com, a news aggregator started by Lead Stories in 2016. Lead Stories did not respond to email questions. I wonder why. Censorship, Facebook's fact-checking partnership, have drawn criticism as they facilitate censorship. A post flagged as false by the partner not only gets furnished with a warning label and a link to the fact check, but Facebook significantly reduces the number of people who sees it. The company says on its website, I think if I post this on Facebook, I'll get the same results, so don't panic, okay? There's plenty of other places you can find this story. The fact checkers themselves can choose what content to review and decide what is labeled false and why. Any complaints about the verdict must raise with the fact checkers, who aren't known to rarely reverse themselves, even when their fact checks themselves require fact checking. Lead Stories has recently focused on disputing claims about voter fraud contributing to the censorship of the topic on Facebook. ByteDance. TikTok's owner, Beijing-based ByteDance, had its own censorship controversies. In 2019, The Guardian reported that TikTok instructed its moderators to censor certain videos that mentions topics considered sensitive by the Chinese regime, such as Tiananmen Square massacre and the Falun Gong, a spiritual practice that has been severely persecuted in China since 1999. The report was based on leaked documents detailing the app's moderation guidelines. TikTok responded at that time that such policies were replaced in May 2019 and are no longer in use. But in December, the platform came under fire again for suspending the account of a U.S. teen who posted a video criticizing Beijing's suppression of Uyghur Muslims in China, far western Xinjiang region. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And in June, the app closed the account of the Chinese international citizen in New Jersey after he posted a video spoof the Chinese national anthem. ByteDance didn't respond to email questions about its fact-checker partnerships, pledging party allegiance. Chinese businesses are required to toe the party line, and ByteDance founder Yiming Zhang found it the hard way that even a perceived lack of enthusiasm for CCP censorship isn't tolerated. In 2018, CCP officials shut down its humor and meme app Nihon Danzai, translated as insider jokes. In response, Yang issued a self-criticism letter pledging allegiance to the party agenda. Our product took the wrong path, and content appeared that was incommensurate with socialist core values, that did not properly implement public opinion guidance. The letter said, according to a translation by the China Media Project, Zhang promised his company would focus on straightening the work of the party construction, carrying out our education among our entire staff of 4 consciousnesses, socialist core values, correct guidance of public opinion and laws and regulations, truly acting on the company's social responsibility. 4 consciousnesses refers to ideological directives issued by CCP leader Xi Jinping several years ago, requiring party members to closely adhere to CCP ideology, support Xi, align with the party leadership, and think about the big picture. Zhang also committed to further deepening cooperation with authoritative official party media, elevated distribution of authoritative media content, ensuring that authoritative official party media voices are broadcast through strength. U.S. Department of Justice cited Zhang's letter in a recent court filing, calling him a mouthpiece of the CCP regime. National security threat. The Trump administration is reviewing ByteDance's 2017 acquisition of Musical.ly, a Chinese video sharing platform that was popular among American teenagers for lip-syncing videos. ByteDance shut down the platform, and its millions of users were forced to switch to TikTok after the merger, starting the app's massive growth popularity among American youth. The administration and some members of Congress says TikTok is a national security threat because ByteDance is governed by Chinese law, which concludes a stipulation that the company must make all its data controllable by the regime. ByteDance says its TikTok servers are hosted in America with backups in Singapore. The CCP maintains a close relationship with the Singapore government. U.S. Commerce Department issued an effective ban on TikTok that was supposed to take effect on November 12th, but a move has been blocked by courts. The administration is negotiating with ByteDance to sell its U.S. assets to Walmart and Oracle, who checks the fact checkers. Exactly. Facebook fortifies its jurisdiction for the use of fact checkers by saying they need to be certified by the International Fact Checking Network, or IFCN. The organization was founded in 2015 and is run by nonprofit journalism school Poynter Institute. TikTok was listed as part of both Poynter and is another fact-checking project media-wise. Poynter marketing director Tina Dayakin declined to say how much the organization gets paid by ByteDance. We do not disclose details about a business contracts, she told the Epoch Times via email. Poynter pampered with TikTok this year for fact-checking and media literacy work. She said Poynter maintains an editorial independence and follows its ethics policy. In 2019, IFCN was almost entirely funded by eBay founder Pierre Omidyar, a major Democratic donor, as well as Google and progressive billionaire George Soros. Interesting there, right? Facebook is listed as one of the previous donors too. Who gets certified is decided by the IFCN 7-member advisory board made up of representatives of fact-checking organizations. Only 2 seem to have experience covering U.S. political news. One is Glenn Kessler, former foreign policy reporter and now head of the fact-checking feature at the Washington Post. Kessler and his team earlier this year published on a book called Donald Trump and His Assault on Truth. The other is Angie Drominik-Holland, editor-chief at PolitiFact, which is owned by Poynter. IFCN director Baybars Orsek previously told the Epoch Times that board members recuse themselves from voting in deliberations on certification of organizations they hold major positions in. And some of the comments are great. You know, I'm like reading these things. Of course, one person says Natalia, 31/10/1983, said fact checkers need to be blocked everywhere. We can make our own decisions. Opinions don't need stupid propaganda. Fact checkers. And of course, and of course, you got other people doing the replies and so forth. It's like, of course, there's one person that claimed to be your Queen Nancy Pelosi. I'm just looking at a person likes to bust chops. So I'm just laughing. People like, and Hannibella 34 says, people like us watching people like you don't even realize that's boring. But the whole thing is, don't get too emotional, too funny. Some of these comments, Cynthia Moore says, too funny. The comments is Babylon Beast style satire, lighten up. And it's true. So we got a lot of people get wound up over things. But the truth of the matter is, folks, these fact checkers are a big joke anyway. So this stuff I analyze, and you try to deny it. and you fact checking misinformation. I just laugh at them. You know, you satisfied? No, you suck at your job. Okay, plain and simple. So all these people here are not more than wellies, snowflakes, and saps that will sell their asses to get a job. Plain and simple. So that's how I look at it. It's even before that mild vulgarity, you know. So ass is a donkey, a big dolt, of course. So hey, I say, folks, we got your own brains. We observe responsibly, and we can make our own judgments, and make our own judgments, and just let it ride. Okay. All right, well, that is it. I thank everyone for listening, plus feel free to download and share this around your social media networks. If you have any questions, comments, if you want to check out whatever you do, please send your correspondence to Quorum. Furthermore, I'll leave the footnote of this article on my speaker page, and if you want to contact me, hit me at lookylook3@gmail.com or lookylook3@protonmail.com. I say if you're doing it through Epoch Times, subscribe to them. I encourage it. If you want to send me some contributions, you can hit me at paypal.me/look3. Once again, thank you for your time. Plus, always remember that demoniac resistance is healthy for the soul and can liberate humanity. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Keep on spreading love, and may your guardian spirits be with you.